So here is Kamala Harris calling up Tim Walz to notify him that he was going to be the running mate. It's all pre-scripted. It's all fake enthusiasm. The smiles are all pasted on Joker style, as though she's fallen into a bin of toxic waste that has left her with some sort of facial contortion. And yet we're supposed to pretend this is joy. This is what joy looks like, is horrifying policy combined with media coverage that makes it seem as though you have all sorts of wondrous excitement surrounding you.
Hi, this is Tim.
It's Kamala Harris. Good morning, Governor.
Good morning, Madam Vice President.
Listen, I
she
want you to
sucks that.
do this with me. Let's do this together.
Yeah,
Would
Rictus.
you be my running mate and let's get this thing on the road?
I would be honored, Madam Vice President.
The joy that you're bringing back to the country, the enthusiasm
Oh, the
that's
joy.
out there, it'll be a privilege to take this with you across the country.
Well, let me tell you, I have just the utmost respect for you. I have really enjoyed our work together. You understand our country. You have dedicated yourself to our country in so many different
She's shaking her head the whole time.
And
There's
we're
the
going to
tell.
do this. We're going to win. And we're going to unify our country and remind everyone that we are fighting for the future for everyone. So let's get out there and get
It's
this
such
done,
pablum.
okay?
Let's do it. Do the work in front of us. Let's win this thing.
That's right. All right, buddy. I'll see you soon. Take care. Thank you.
ma'am.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bye.
God, it's such bumper sticker pablum, and if you fall for it, man, you deserve what you get. By the way, their graphic design sucks. I gotta say, the Harris-Walz campaign is really bad. They squished Tim Walz's name down. Looks like Kamala Harris is coming in from the top and just squishing Tim Walz down graphically. Bad graphic design over there. But this very brat campaign is not just about Kamala Harris and Tim Walz. It is all about the spouses as well. So Doug Emhoff called up Gwen Walz, who we'll meet in just a moment. And honestly, it's hard to look at Doug Emhoff now, considering that dude has had some experiences with nannies. Makes that weird kiss with Jill Biden seem a little bit weirder. Here he was calling up Gwen Walz, and you just hope that Tim is nowhere in earshot.
Hello?
Gwen,
Yes?
it's Doug Emhoff. How are you?
That's so much joy.
Right.
Holy smokes.
So-
Ow.
Thank you for taking time to call. It's so considerate.
So,
Thank you.
Gwen, I remember
It is so considerate.
getting this call 4 years ago, and I actually know what you're going through right now, but the good news is I've already been through it. So just like Dr. Biden
That is great
was
news.
there for me, who had been through it,
Oh, I'm sure she
I've
was.
been through it, I'm going to be there for you. And we're going to do this together.
Thank you.
I hope not the
Kamala
same
and
way.
Tim are going to do this together, and we are going to win this election together. And I cannot wait to see you in Philadelphia in a little bit.
Well, we are so excited and thrilled and honored, and we are ready to win. And so we will do everything, that we can. And I'm so anxious to meet you and see you both.
So many smiles, so much joy,
and get
so much
going here.
NutraSweet.
So
Oh my
thank you for
God.
the call. It means everything.
I can't get the NutraSweet. Ugh. Ugh. Oh, the fake sugar. Oh, just pour it all over it. And this is what they have to do, because the real reason, of course, that Kamala Harris picked Tim Walz is because he ain't a Jew. That's the actual reason. If Josh Shapiro's name were Josh Gentile, he certainly would have been picked. Everyone knows this. We'll get to more on this momentarily. First, I want to talk to you about your internet freedom. Social media companies get to decide what content they deem suitable for their users, and then, make sure that you don't see what they don't like. What gives them the right to decide what you read or watch online? One way you can take back your freedom is by limiting big tech's access to your data. For that, I use ExpressVPN. In order to censor the content you consume, big tech needs to track everything you do online. What you're searching for, videos you watch, everything you click. They use that data to match your activity to your offline identity using your device's unique IP address. When I use ExpressVPN, tech companies can't see my IP address at all. My identity is masked and anonymized by a secure VPN server. Plus, ExpressVPN encrypts 100% of my data to protect me from hackers and internet bad guys. If that sounds complicated, it really isn't. ExpressVPN software takes 1 minute to set up on your computer or phone. You tap one button, you're now protected. So, why give tech companies a free license to know everything about you? Instead, take back your privacy at expressvpn.com/Ben Shapiro Show. By visiting my special link, you'll get an extra 3 months of ExpressVPN service for free. Who doesn't like to save money, right? Again, that's expressvpn.com/Ben Shapiro Show, expressvpn.com/Ben Shapiro Show to protect your data today. Now, what the media are trying to suggest, of course, is that she picked him for all sorts of great reasons, like he's from a swing state. Well, or maybe it's that he's so Or maybe it's that he's just so winning and cares. Well, it's that he wasn't a Jew. That's the reason, because you had a popular swing state governor from Pennsylvania, and she didn't select him because she was afraid it would piss off the part of her base that really, really does not like Jews very much. But Politico is doing the spin for her because this is their job. Again, this is what makes the Trump-Vance task so difficult, is that the entire media are just a press outlet for the Harris-Walz campaign. I mean, clearly, that is what this is. Politico ran a piece, quote, Kamala Harris loved Tim Walz's governing record in Minnesota. We'll get to that in a moment. His biography and record of winning tough races resonated with her. And most of all, she just really liked him. Wow, they just sat down for a one-on-one interview on Sunday and they just connected. It was like speed dating. Harris appreciated Walz's 2 terms as governor because he had accomplishments in Minnesota that Harris wants to replicate in her presidency. And she loved his biography, a former high school teacher, former coach, and veteran who flipped a Republican-leaning district in 2006. And she thinks that is going to do amazing in the Midwest, as opposed to, the 62% popular governor of a giant swing state that she needs to win. What's the real reason? The real reason, of course, is really twofold. One is she was afraid if she picked Josh Shapiro, he's a bigger talent than she is, and he would outshine her. So according to Politico, his style was seen by at least some in Harris's world as showboating. One senior Democrat in touch with Harris's team called it counterproductive. And there was a sense within Shapiro's team that, unlike Walz, his interview with Harris did not go as well as it could have. There was a not great feeling coming out of it. Because he's a Jew. Again, we'll get to all of the latent, real reasons why this happened. But first, the media spin. So George Stephanopoulos, he's an all-American man from middle America who just happens to love Karl Marx. That's it. He's Marxist Don Rickles over here, which is kind of what he looks like, by the way.
Walz appears to fit the all-American definition of a man from middle America. High school teacher, football coach, member of the Army National Guard, before becoming a member of Congress, and now governor.
Tim Walz has this idea that he's like an all-American moderate. Nope, not even remotely close. According to the Wall Street Journal, he increased taxes, though Minnesota already has the 5th highest top income tax rate among the states. He added a 1% surtax on net investment income above $1 million. Also, Minnesota still levies a death tax up to 16% on top of the federal 40% rate. He attempted to make an estimated 81,000 illegal immigrants in the state eligible for driver's licenses, along with health insurance. He funded the North Star Promise program, which provides free college for students with a family income under 80 grand, including illegal immigrants. He created a new 0.88% payroll tax that pays for 20 weeks a year of paid family and medical leave. He is mandating 80% carbon-free electricity by 2030, ramping up to 100% by 2040. He passed one of the nation's most permissive abortion statutes. There's no limit, and there's no age consideration for minors. You don't have to get parental permission. He declared Minnesota to be a trans refuge state. And of course, he established automatic voter registration and let Minnesotans sign up for a permanent absentee ballot option. Don't worry, he is a moderate Midwesterner, according to George Stephanopoulos. By the way, his governance in Minnesota, that governance that Kamala Harris so deeply loves, it's been going so amazing that everyone is fleeing Minnesota as fast as their feet can take them. Are you tired of the lies and the twists of the mainstream media talking points? Yeah, me too. Join me in my newest series, Fact, where I dismantle and bring truth to this tiring mainstream agenda.